Okay, we should be recording. Hello everyone, and welcome to my first video ever on YouTube. This video is gonna be about me making a game in just 1 week. And I'm doing this because I've spent the last 4 months learning how to make video games because I really enjoy it. And also because I would really love to do this in the future as a full-time job. And what a better chance to test my skills than making a game in 1 week. Also, that could be a great YouTube video too, and that's why I'm making this. Just one little thing before we go on, the location where I shot the rest of the video is not actually this one. That location will be the location where I shot the rest of the videos. I'm here just momentarily, but yeah, that's just to clear this point. So, without further ado, let's go right to the point of the video and let me show you what I did last week. I started off with good old game design. That allowed me to have a clear picture of what I wanted to make and to put it on paper. So I came up with this basic idea. This would be a mobile game, where you, the player, would be still at the center of the screen. Bad guys would come from the sides and you would just boom boom boom, shoot them, earn points and then buy power-ups. I clarify this in detail on those crappy little pieces of paper, and at this point we could start working on the game. So I made a list of to-dos, started a new project on Unity, switched platform to Android, and in just a few seconds, zbam! A circle. What a great shape to start a game with. But empty circle is not cool enough, so zbam again! Now circle is nice and fat and swaggy, and we can start working on A. So I threw some code in Visual Studio until I got something like this. Now Fat Boy can aim. It's time to make him actually shoot. And thanks to my incredible coding skills, I nailed it at the first try. Well, not exactly, but yo, after spitting some more code bars, my man, we got shooting. But this was too powerful and buggy, so I had to add a delay between each shoot, and now it looks actually like shooting. At this point, I spent a lot of hours doing this, so I just added some version control to the project and call it a day. Morning of day 2 started well. Since the last thing we implemented was shooting, I felt confident that it was the right time to implement something to shoot at. And man, check this little dude out. But being cool is not enough for this little guy. Remember before? We said that bad dudes come right at you to punch you in the face. So teeny tiny triangle needs to point at the player and go straight towards him. That's actually super easy to implement. Just a little position subtractions here, some arctangent calculations there, a touch of rigid body movement and rotation, and here you go, works like a charm. Kind of. Well, that's actually a collision problem, so let's add colliders. Ping poom pam, and we can call this a success. But there's still something missing. Or maybe something is not missing. Voila! Now Tiny T looks is sick, so I then proceeded to make some more bad dudes. I added this guy that can't go in a straight line, this other dude that spawns 2 Tiny T when he gets hit by a bullet, and this big tank pentagon that can resist to 3 shots. And at the end of the day, I added the most important and iconic feature of this game. Oof, only fancy graphics in this project. But that was it for day 2. Even the music track just ended, so that is the signal that it's time to start day 3. Music on! I started by working on a spawn system that was actually based on a draft that I did the day before, but I forgot to mention, sorry. Thanks to that, I could get something working right off the bat. Yeah, obviously, this was just the start. After I put in some more work, the result was not half bad. At this state of the project, it was finally time to get some points for killing things. So I looked up for some fonts, some of them with very questionable names, and to get some more satisfaction out of the killings, I worked on particles using, you guessed it, Unity Particle System. For those of you who don't know, Unity Particle System is a great system. Hey, what can I say? You got me. I like milk too, and customize them however you want. After stitching everything together, this finally started to look and feel like an actual video game. Plus, now you can die too, making a huge explosion. So, even though it just took me 1 minute to explain this to you, it actually took me the whole day to develop it. So, this was day 3. Let's go on. 1, 2, 3, 4. 行くぞ! Until now, everything went fine, and I was super hyped. But then, I tried to make a losing screen. Boy, oh boy, if I can't do UI. I mean, I worked like all day on this, and the result was this. Luckily, I didn't give up, and I tried to make it better. I changed font because of this broken N, gave everything a minimalistic look, and in the end, it was kind of decent. So yeah, day 4 just went like that. Oh, and I became a ballet expert for a short time out of desperation. So, day 5 started with a big smile. Even though the day before didn't go as planned, it was now time for power-ups. I knew I didn't have time to make all the power-ups I wanted. I tried to stick with the most important ones. First off, life ring. This thing would come at you, and shooting it would give you 1 life in the form of a ring around you. Whenever an enemy would come too close, huge explosion, like the one when you die, killing everything on the screen. The second one would be black hole. Those would also come at you, but shooting them would activate their power, attracting enemies and bullets nearby to a certain death. And again, I know it sounds easy, but this took me the whole day. I tried to implement a laser beam too, but it didn't work and I was starting to feel tired. So day 6 started. There were only 2 days left, and I had to do a power-up shop, a main menu, sound design, plus soundtrack. And let me tell you, I ain't no musician, so I didn't know how much time I would spend on this. But let's go in order. Menu. It turns out that all the time I spent on day 4 doing the losing screen actually served me well. I just added a few buttons, and that was it basically. Oh, and this was the day I decided the name of this game.
Geometry Clash.
But my GF said,
it sounds a bit odd.
And she was right. So I give you Geo... Geo... Geo-D-D-I-T-Y... Geodity! Geodity, yeah, that's right. Geodity. After such a milestone, I felt very encouraged to go on. So, next step would be Power-Up Shop. The challenge for this one was to making UI move on the canvas. I wanted the shop items to float in midair and come up on the screen only when selected. And that started off well. Yeah. Wait. What the fuck? Okay, come on. There was a problem in the code. Now it should be alright. Come on, man, where are you going? After a lot of what we Italians call bestemmie, which are like prayers, but much better, I eventually nailed it. And do you remember this piece of garbage from the losing screen? Did you notice something? Right, in my world, everyone gets a second chance. That was day 6 and I was deep in the shit. So, when day 7 started, I was pumped up. I got to work on sound design, so I fired up SFXR, and in a couple hours we got sound. So right after adding to the game, now it was time for music. And as I said before, I am no musician, but check out this sick track. I know, it's not much, but hey, I never did this before, so I think this is a kind of decent result. Right? I don't know, just let me know in the comments. After spending the whole day on this, I actually still had some more brain power, so I made it to work and put up a scene to learn how to play and another one to see your stats. And so the game was complete. I uploaded it on Google Play the next day, so I am now an actual developer. And even though I couldn't add everything that I wanted, I think the result is actually not that bad. So, I hope you liked the video. You should be able to find the game on the Google Play Store, at least I think and I hope by the time this video gets released. Go play it, let me know what you think about it right here in the comments. If you liked this video, just smash a like and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. I'll be trying to make them every month, and if I get better at this, like at producing this stuff, maybe once a week. So if you didn't like it instead, just smash dislike and let me know what you didn't like in the comments so that I could be better next time. Until then, well, stay safe and play games, my dudes. Bye bye.